Let's look at the textbook for LNT 99. I have my old copy here at home, How to Grow More Vegetables and Fruits, Nuts, Berries, Grains, and Other Crops Than You Ever Thought Possible on Less Land Than You Can Imagine. What a title. And this copy has been through its fair share of weather, indoors, outdoors. An old version is fine, but we're going to use the 9th edition for this class. It has a different cover, and I have it in at the garden right now. There's a couple reasons I've chosen this book. First of all, it's a great one. It's been updated many times, and it is written by a true expert in the field of organic gardening. John Jevons is a practitioner of bio-intensive agriculture. Everyone kind of has their own philosophy, their own school of how to do things. This is a really good one for a few reasons. One, it's tailored to California, so it's written for the West Coast. In fact, it's actually a little further north where there's a bit more rainfall, a bit more frost, but it applies to San Diego perfectly. Other than that, it is written from the perspective of how to grow all the calories you need. Not just all the vegetables you could ever want, but how to actually feed yourself. So growing food you can survive on or that people can live off of. It's a little different than just growing a bunch of lettuce that actually takes more calories to digest than you would get from eating the lettuce. So it's really written as a way to grow an entire diet. Taking a quick look inside, there's 3 things I think you'll really like and get out of the book. First of all is diagrams and information, how to actually implement some of the things that we're talking about. And you can see really scientific, as in data-driven information. It's something that sets this book apart from the other garden books. The middle section is devoted to pretty detailed tables on different types of crops and lots of different information on how to plan out those crops in a vegetable bed. And then finally, one of the things I think you'll really like, it talks about garden planning, and in particular, so for instance, a 4-person family food garden. How would you lay that out? And we'll cover all the chapters in this book. You'll get very familiar with it, well acquainted, and you'll really like it. A close second that I chose not to purchase was the Vegetable Gardener's Bible. And this one's by Edward Smith. And instead of the bio-intensive method, he has the word system, wide rows, organic methods, raised beds, deep soil. This is not written for California, but this one does have very good photos, pictures, and lots of little projects that you can implement. And then it has crop profiles on each type of vegetable you may want to grow. So it's a very good book, but not the best book for our purposes. If you already have the other one and you're just out shopping for more resources, or if you think you may want another resource, I highly recommend the Vegetable Gardener's Bible, but it's not going to be our course text. So you need to go out and acquire How to Grow More Vegetables and Fruits, Nuts, Berries, Grains, and Other Crops Than You Ever Thought Possible on Less Land Than You Can Imagine. This is listed as required. What that means is you do need to have it. You need to be able to read it during the semester, and you will have to answer some questions or follow along with some activities that come straight from the book. You don't need a specific format. You can have a digital book, an e-book, a library book. You can get it from the campus bookstore, or you can get it from any other place where people get books. That's just fine with me. It can be any edition, although the page numbers I will reference are from the latest edition. My philosophy is I will not require you to purchase a book unless a couple of things. unless it's affordable. So some of these textbooks can run $300 plus, and I think that's just not fair. A lot of information is free online, and so if it's going to be in a book, I want you to be able to have an affordable option. So all of these books I'm offering are relatively affordable. Additionally, I think that if you should buy a book, it should be something you will use after being enrolled in this course. And so these are resources that are good for you to have on the shelf in addition to getting a good grade in this class. So for those two reasons, I feel comfortable requiring a course text, and you're free to find it in any format that you like, but it will be required.